Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. India has a new vice president in CP Radhakrishnan, but Rahul Gandhi is unwilling to let go of his old vote Chori chant. Mr. Radhakrishnan, as you know, won with a margin of 152 votes, 14 more than what was expected. And that has sparked off speculation on who the 14 are who backstabbed the India alliance. Now, buzz is that some MPs from the Shiva Sena, UBT, JMM and the Aam Aadmi Party cross-voted, though all these parties have denied the charge. However, Rahul Gandhi has blamed the defeat of his candidate, Justice Sudarshan Reddy, on vote Chori. Take a look.
Any word on Vice President poll? Any word on Vice?
Vote Chor, Gaddi Chor. Vote Chor, Gaddi Chor. Vote Chor, Gaddi Chor.
Sir, you think this is also a vote Chori, sir?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a charge that has left even his own allies stunned. After all, this was an election in which MPs vote via a secret ballot. All of this happens in front of cameras. Therefore, rigging the VP election is next to impossible. What is possible and seems to have happened is that 14 MPs from the opposition alliance voted with their conscience and ditched their own candidate. Just take a look at the numbers, ladies and gentlemen. This will explain the story. Jairam Ramesh of the Congress, right before voting yesterday, had claimed that all 315 India bloc MPs had shown up at the venue and claimed this was proof of the opposition's unity. But when the results came out, the opposition candidate had secured only 300 votes. Where did these 15 votes go? The 315 that Mr. Jairam Ramesh had claimed were in the opposition kitty, 15 were missing. Yes, 15 votes were declared invalid. But are we to believe that all these 15 invalid votes were of the opposition MPs? Seems unlikely, right? In fact, sources are saying that 10 invalid votes belong to the I.N.D.I.A and 5 were with the India bloc, which means at least 10 cross-voted. What made it worse for Rahul Gandhi was the fact that CP Radhakrishnan polled 452 votes, which was 14 what than the I.N.D.I.A was expecting. So, there was cross-voting. But is cross-voting equal to vote chori? And if you have snakes in your own ranks, can you actually accuse the other side of cheating? Irrespective of what the answer to that question is, ladies and gentlemen, the Congress and the BJP have been busy with yet another war of words. Listen in.
Not distort he is not connecting the two. That is a different kind of vote chori slogan, completely in a different context. This is a different allegation for one simple reason. You tell me, if allegedly there are 15 less votes than the listed number of people in the India alliance, then what does it mean? You can call it a slogan-wise of vote chori, but the issue is the same. One is a smaller scale indirect election, one is a larger scale. Number two, is it the first time that such allegations of making and unmaking governments from Karnataka to Maharashtra, from Arunachal to other states, is it the first time? Are we children in the woods?
ये बड़ा चोर राहुल गांधी है, उनके जैसे बड़ा चोर उनका पूरा खानदान चोर की खानदान है। चोर की वजह से संविधान को आपातकाल के समय सभी नागरिक हक को खतरे में डाल दिया था। वो चोरी लोग वही चोरी लोग हैं। चोरी लोग हमेशा दूसरों को चोर चोर कहता है, उन्हें तो बड़ा चोर है।
Okay, so Sanju Verma is joining us on the broadcast. So is Krishna Hegde, spokesperson of the Shiva Sena, Brijesh Kalappa, spokesperson of the Congress Party. Good evening, Mr. Kalappa. And Chandrasekhar Jha, leader of the Shiva Sena UBT faction, one of the parties being accused of cross-voting, will be joining us on the broadcast as well. Mr. Kalappa, good evening. I'm going to start with you. How's this vote chori? By the looks of it, there has been cross-voting, right?
Yes, sir.
Whichever way you look at it, even in the best-case scenario, there are at least 10 people from the India alliance who have voted for Mr. Modi's candidate. Why are you calling this vote chori? How is this vote chori?
Well, how do you know that, Shreya? No, how do you know that? You're also guesstimating just as much as anybody else is guesstimating, unless the MPs who have given who have given invalid votes have come and told you the truth. Then how do you know that these are this is the Indian alliance has so many votes and this is the I.N.D.I.A alliance? How do you know this? How do you know these facts unless somebody has come and told you? So this is all.
There are sources, Mr. Kalappa. Mr. Kalappa, sometimes governments speak through sources, right? Now there are sources that are saying that there were 15 invalid votes yesterday. ठीक है. Out of these 15, 10 were the I.N.D.A. bloc and 5 were the India bloc. Now that is the information I'm going with. Now you're asking me, how do you know? How is it possible? Is it confirmed? I'm telling you what I know. I'm telling you what sources have told Times Network.
Okay, so if we are now speaking of 10 invalid votes from the I.N.D.I.A alliance, right? Are you not going to highlight that in your story? I think that would be far more important, no? Because if the government has 10 invalid votes of people who are within their ranks, I think as far as the people of India are concerned, that's a far bigger story than the fact that, some have cross-voted. If
Mr. Kalappa, are you saying that...
The point is, you're not sure of your source.
No, Mr. Kalappa, are you saying that the vote, that the India alliance has done vote chori from the I.N.D.A.?
You don't have to interrupt me at every sentence.
Boliye.
No, if you're going to interrupt me at every sentence, Shreya, like Times Now generally does, what's the point of having me on your show?
Boliye, Mr. Kalappa, don't get upset.
No.
Boliye, I'm just asking you a valid question.
Here. Yeah, see, first thing is that there are 315 MPs who have showed up. Now there are 15 invalid votes. It would be my case that all the 15 who have not voted for the the India alliance have been invalid. No, but you're saying no, it's the treasury benches who have 10 invalid votes. How do you know that? The first thing is there is no official record of this. If there is no official record, still on the basis of something highly speculative, you'll do a story and still try to point fingers at the opposition. I think the first thing is that the media must understand that it has to hold hands with the opposition. It can't hold hands with the government.
Acha. Now let me please ask you a cross question. If your case is that all the 15 votes that were declared invalid yesterday were from your camp, that is the India camp, then why is Rahul Gandhi calling it vote chori? Yesterday, the first thing we heard from the Congress party was this is a great moral victory.
See,
less than 10 hours later, Rahul Gandhi is saying this is vote chori. Make up your mind. If you're saying all 15 votes that were invalid were from the India alliance, then please help me explain how this is vote chori. गड़बड़ तो आपके लोगों ने की फिर.
Has Mr. Rahul Gandhi spoken of vote chori while relating the episode of the vice presidential election?
Excellent.
No. He's speaking of Bihar. He's still speaking of SIR.
No.
What happened in SIR was that the government has been told by the Supreme Court to have the Aadhaar as a basis for voting. This has been said 3 times by the Supreme Court.
I am going to play the clip of Mr. Rahul Gandhi.
Have not been listening.
Mr. Kalappa, since you have asked me whether Rahul Gandhi has spoken about the vice presidential elections and vote chori in that context, I think this is the right time as Sanju Verma joins us to play Rahul Gandhi's clip once again. This happened today. Please take a close look at it.
Any word on vice president poll? Any word on vice?
वोट चोर गद्दी छोड़, वोट चोर गद्दी छोड़, वोट चोर गद्दी छोड़.
Sir, you think this is also a vote chori?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%.
Mr. Kalappa, not once but twice, Times Now's reporter very clearly asked Rahul Gandhi, what do you have to say about the vice presidential elections? Twice he is told, vote chor, gaddi chor. At one point, when the reporter asks, are you saying that there was vote chori during the vice presidential elections? He said, 100% vote chori, ye har jagah ho raha hai. Now please respond, Mr. Kalappa.
See, the point is, if Mr. Rahul Gandhi has information that somebody from the I.N.D.I.A alliance has actually voted for the official candidate of the N.D.A, then certainly this has been done by winning over his confidence. In what manner, we know. Everybody knows, because when MLAs are bought in states, different states, where the BJP, which doesn't have a majority, is trying to work up a majority, we all know how MP's elections are also won, or rather the vice presidential elections are also won, right? So if Mr. Rahul Gandhi has some information about it and he's speaking about it, then one has to believe it. Why do you feel, or why do you try to, poke fun at him? I think if he's making a charge that somebody is the loyalty of a person, of an MP, has been...
Why will I poke fun at the leader of the opposition? I'm simply asking you a question.
If a person has been bought, if a person's vote has been bought, is that not vote chori?
Mr. Brijesh Kalappa, ab aap dekhiye, look at what you have, look at what you have said since the show began. First you said it is your case that all the 15 votes that were invalid yesterday were from the I.N.D.I.A bloc. Now you're saying no, there may be some information because Rahul Gandhi is saying that some MPs were bought. You decide what you want to say.
See, okay, let me put it this way. The first thing is, it's not necessary for the media to only look at Mr. Rahul Gandhi's, statements and then try to make a story of it. First, there is a larger story which I've already pointed out, and that is the fact that according to you itself, there have been 10 invalid votes from the treasury ranks. Now, is the government going to look at that? Is the media going to look at that? No. The media wants to only look at the opposition, because the focus of the media has been the opposition, has not been the government. Have we ever seen a democracy where the opposition's actions are looked at so critically by the media?
Don't put it on the media. Irrespective of these 14 votes,
democracy for 11 long years, the media has been doing this part.
These 14
very well, I have no complaint about it.
Mr. Kalappa, now don't put it on us. Don't put it on the media. Irrespective of these 14 votes,
having done that,
the N.D.A candidate was winning in any case, hands down. Look at his victory margin. So don't put this on us. Sanju Verma just come in here. So Mr. Kalappa is saying...
How do you explain the fact that the vote margin of the I.N.D.I.A alliance has moved up from 26% to 40%?
How do you explain the fact... Sanju Verma, please come in here. How do you explain the fact, Mr. Kalappa, that the N.D.A managed 14 more votes than they were expecting? How do you explain that? Sanju Verma, please come in here. The charge is... पैसा देके आपने वोट खरीदा है. That is vote chori. That is not cross voting.
Shreya, with no offense to you, we are 10 minutes into the debate, and for the last 10 minutes, Brijesh Kalappa, the Congress spokesperson, has been making one allegation after another, has been speaking incoherently, I believe at least half the time. Let me first make one thing very clear. 767 votes were cast, 752 valid, 15 votes invalid. The winner needed 377 votes. How many did the winner win? In this case, the N.D.A nominee C.P. Radhakrishnan, 452 votes. Now from 452, you deduct the 15 invalid votes. Even then, the BJP-led N.D.A would have got 437 votes. Now from this 437, you again deduct the 14 votes which were supposedly due to cross-voting. Even then, C.P. Radhakrishnan would have got 423 votes. So my limited point is, out of 452, you remove the 15 invalid votes, you remove the 14 votes that were supposedly due to cross-voting. Even then, C.T. Radhakrishnan would have won hands down with 423 votes against the required number of 377, still far ahead of the required majority. So the first point is C.T. Radhakrishnan is a winner hands down, irrespective of how you look at this entire process. Second thing, you guys, when I say you, I mean Rahul Gandhi and this entire bunch of, so-called Samvidhan protectors who only showcase that red book but do not believe in the democratic ethos of our country. Let me educate them. This time EVMs were not used, Shreya. Ballot paper के द्वारा हुआ था चुनाव. So ballot paper के द्वारा चुनाव हुआ. Rather than 377, we won 452. And Jairam Ramesh was crooning about the fact that 315 तो जरूर मिलेंगे. आपको 315 नहीं 300 वोट मिले. Plus, I can turn around and say that Jairam Ramesh, Pawan Khera, Rahul Gandhi, N.K. Stalin, Mamata Banerjee, you guys are not able to manage your flock. You are not able to keep your flock together. और गलती किसकी है? हाँ जी, इलेक्शन कमीशन की गलती है, बीजेपी की गलती है, नरेंद्र मोदी की गलती है, किरण रिजिजू की गलती है, अमित शाह जी की गलती है, राजनाथ सिंह की गलती है. Basically, there's a famous saying, Shreya, a bad workman blames his tools. And Rahul Gandhi is that bad workman who consistently blames the tools, the institutions, the mechanism, the process. In this case, process is not punishment. Process is something which is constitutionally upheld. So stop demonizing our processes, stop demonizing our institutions, stop demonizing our constitutional bodies. And by the way, my final point, Rahul Gandhi कहते हैं मैं मोहब्बत की दुकान खोलने आया हूँ. Congress is the main opposition party in Punjab which is ravaged by floods. And Rahul Gandhi was busy holidaying in Malaysia, Pawan Khera busy gallivanting in Tamil Nadu, Kejriwal busy gallivanting in Rajkot, and you guys expect to win. Sharam aati hai ya nahi?
Mr. Kalappa, I'll let you respond. Since there are multiple Brahmos that the BJP spokesperson has fired at the Congress, I'll let you respond. Please take 20 seconds. The answer to everything, Mr. Kalappa, cannot be vote chori.
See, as far as these allegations are concerned, Shreya, I'm very glad that you've given my learned friend from the BJP uninterrupted, opportunity to speak, and continuously you interrupted me 12 times, and I'm very glad that as far as the BJP is concerned,
anyway,
you didn't
go ahead,
go ahead. Even once, and I'm so thankful to you, Shreya, that I used to make sense in every debate when you were in the other channel, but as soon as you've joined Times Now, I've stopped making sense. Then I think you should stop having me on this debate, no?
Mr. Kalappa, you started by saying that all 15 invalid votes yesterday belong to the India bloc.
Yeah.
Then you heard Rahul Gandhi. Then you said, no, these votes were actually bought. The N.D.A. bought MPs who voted for the N.D.A. candidate. अब आप भी देख लीजिए ना what you are doing. If you say two things in a span of 5 minutes, I will obviously cross question you. Anyhow, for the moment, let's leave me aside and let you can possibly respond to what Sanju Verma has said.
See, I'm not going to respond to what Sanju Verma said. First, she was shrieking, therefore I couldn't hear well. In fact, I asked for the volume to be raised, so I couldn't understand what she was saying. But I'll come to what you were saying, Shreya.
Acha, Sanju, let him have...
24/7.
Sanju, don't heckle him. Let him have his say. Mr. Kalappa, go ahead. Sanju, ruk jaiye. There are other people on the show as well. Let them have their say. Very quickly, Mr. Kalappa, go ahead.
See, Shreya, the first thing is that as far as we have information, and our sources of information are limited, right? And I'm not a member of Parliament to know exactly what happened in Parliament. Now, if Mr. Rahul Gandhi has spoken, that is the final word. And I'm saying that if he has said that there is vote chori in Parliament, and he's speaking of MPs having, voted the other side, because to the best of my information, it was my understanding that 15 votes which had been invalid belong to the I.N.D.I.A alliance. Now you're telling me that according to Mr. Rahul Gandhi, those are not, I have not seen the videos. It is your version to which I am responding, right? Now, if you're saying something and I'm responding, the point is this that I'm making, that if Mr. Rahul Gandhi has information that certain people from our ranks have voted against our candidate, then certainly, and if he's speaking about vote chori, these votes have been bought. And that includes vote chori. That is also vote chori.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. If you want me to explain further in a language in which Shreya understands, in a new role in Times Now, I'm willing to do that.
No need to get personal, Mr. Kalappa. We are all professionals here. So are you.
Who has now moved into Times Now. No, it's
Arey
not
bhai,
getting
you
personal,
have,
Shreya.
Mr.
You got personal. I didn't
Mr.
get
Kalappa,
personal.
if you don't
You're
like the
one
line
who
of
spoke about the
questioning,
fact that I was incoherent.
if you
You're the one
don't
who
like
has
the
been
line of
personal.
questioning, don't make a personal attack on the anchor or the channel. It's unprofessional. It's as simple as that. You said two different things in a span of 5 minutes. I will question you on it, irrespective of whether I'm in Times Now or Mirror Now or Jhumat Talaiya.
Exactly what I'm trying to
Please be ready for those questions because you are the spokesperson of the Congress party. है ना? Anyway, Mr. Kalappa, can I just now move to... Mr. Kalappa, if you are done, may I just move to the other guests as well, please? Thank you very much. Chandrasekhar Jha, the allegation is... Now, I don't know whether it's true or not. The allegation is some of your own MPs yesterday have voted for the N.D.A. candidate. That is CPR, someone who used to be the governor of Maharashtra.
First of all, there is a denial mode from our party that we did not do it. Second thing is that Sanju Verma always says that the opposition keeps a constitutional book in their hand and all the democracy they don't care about. So eventually, before 2014, they were not caring about all these things. So they had speeches with that regard. So she should not say that we don't care or they don't care. Eventually, if you see, this cross-voting is an allegation.
Achha.
There is no proof with regard to any cross-voting because it's a secret ballot.
ठीक है.
And eventually it is happening in each and every election in the vice president as well as presidential elections. So in any manner, if you say that these are allegations which are not supported by any proof, so it does not quantify that there was a cross-voting or there was something likely to be a cross-voting. I am not going into that picture.
Mr. Jha, if there was no cross-voting, how did the N.D.A. candidate get 14 more votes than expected? Please help me understand that.
See, the allegations have come. The parties are required now to see whether the MPs who were present and voting, so those MPs have accurately voted or not. So it is with the parties now to understand the MPs who have voted in cross-voting. So the parties have to come up and say that my MPs have done this.
Which party will come out and say that? It is so embarrassing.
So in any manner, this will not fructify.
Okay.
So if any allegation comes out of
Krishna Hegde, all of this cross-voting chatter then is in the realm of speculation. That is at least what your opposition is saying in the state of Maharashtra. तो क्यों आप लोग बोल रहे हैं कि ये सेना UBT वालों ने शरद पवार की पार्टी ने सारा जो क्रॉस वोटिंग किया है इन्होंने किया है? What basis are you saying it, please?
Shreya, as a former legislator, I know that there is a process to count preferential votes and other votes. And therefore, you can pinpoint who are the people who have cross-voted in this election. That is one point I would like to make. Secondly, it was dead sure that CP Radhakrishnan ji would have won the election irrespective. And Mr. Sudarshan Reddy would have lost the election in any case. But the fact that 14 to 15 MPs have cross-voted means only one thing, that the opposition has no unity, they are in a disarray, and a lot of people from the opposition are backing the Narendra Modi government. And the writing is on the clear. It's clear on the wall. This the opposition now has to accept. And I think Rahul Gandhi is very frustrated to notice that 15 people from his own team have cross-voted.
इसको जगने के लिए भी कुछ क्रियाएं करनी पड़ती हैं. We are calling this a conscience vote. So Rahul Gandhi's accusation is that this is vote chori. इस कॉन्शियंस को जगाने के लिए और कॉन्शियंस के वोट के लिए पैसा दिया गया है या प्रॉमिस किया गया है कि आपके घर ईडी की रेड और सीबीआई की रेड नहीं होगी.
See, I will tell you one thing. Rahul Gandhi and the Indi Gathbandhan did not be serious about their candidate, Mr. Sudarshan Reddy. They only called him an ideological candidate. They were sure of losing the election. Now regarding vote chori, it is Sharad Pawar Saab who said that he took two people to Rahul Gandhi. Rahul Gandhi met these two people who spoke about vote chori, who wanted to manipulate the Lok Sabha and the Vidhan Sabha elections, and therefore Rahul Gandhi should answer to the nation who these people are and who wanted to abet him in vote chori. So this is a very serious allegation which I am saying here. Rahul Gandhi is speaking about vote chori, but he is the person who has met people who are going to abet him in vote chori, and he should spell out to the nation who are these people. Secondly, Rahul Gandhi's other statement that there was vote chori in Maharashtra. CSDS, the agency which collected the data from Maharashtra, said that their data itself was inaccurate and the basis on which Rahul Gandhi was making these allegations were totally false.
We know that story. We know that story. The story today is the vice presidential polls, whether cross-voting happened or not. You are saying that, I mean, at least the I.N.D.I.A alliance is saying there is no cross-voting. This was all in speculation. But then you have Rahul Gandhi today stepping out and saying, nahi, there was vote chori. So we are a bit confused of what India is trying to say. But just come in here, Sanju Verma, I have exactly 20 seconds. The allegation is that this is the BJP's standard operating procedure. Jahan pe aapko chahiye, aap log kharid lete hain. Just in this case, the victory of margin needed to be increased. We all knew who was winning. But you wanted to embarrass the India bloc, which is why you bought off MPs. Now, whether you bought them with money or promises of no ED raid or CBI raid, that is something that, again, remains in the realm of speculation.
You know, Shreya, today I'm so glad we are discussing about vote chori. The Madras High Court has dealt a body blow to Rahul Gandhi and his Darbari ecosystem by saying that the vote chori petition lacks content. It is only a bunch of allegations and counter allegations with no concrete proof. It is misconceived and it is vague, and a fine of 1 lakh rupees has been imposed on the petitioners for wasting the court's time. And this is Madras High Court, a state ruled by DMK, the Congress's ally. But I will leave your audience with just one thing. Telangana 22 lakh voters were deleted ahead of assembly elections. Congress won, BJP lost. Sanju Verma ne aakar Shreya Dhoundial ke show par rona nahi kiya. Ahead of 2023 Karnataka assembly elections, 4.5 lakh voters were deleted. Congress won, BJP lost. BJP or Sanju Verma did not come and start crying and doing rona on Shreya's show. Then in Himachal Pradesh 2022 Vidhan Sabha elections, our overall loss margin, Shreya, was barely 37,000 votes, and 57,000 voters were deleted in Himachal Pradesh, where again Congress won, BJP lost. BJP ne to rona nahi kiya. So I repeat, Brijesh Kalappa is like his leader, a sore loser who does not speak coherently and only accuses anchors. I say Shreya Dhoundial, whether you are in Timbuktu, whether you are in Jumri Talaya, Mars, Jupiter or Venus, you have every right to ask tough questions of the party in power and the opposition.
Mr. Kalappa, I will let you have the last word. Please tell me this. If Rahul Gandhi is saying there is vote chori, and 2 minutes ke liye I agree there has been vote chori, then there are snakes in your own backyard. That is what needs to be accepted by Rahul Gandhi, that the India bloc is divided. You have snakes there. That's what the import of his words is, right?
See, as far as the BJP is concerned, BJP has won very few elections, but has been able to manage the legislatures in as many as 13 states. Now, if you are going to say that all these legislators were won over by the love and affection of Mr. Modi and Mr. Shah, I think there would be no greater fool than you, right? I think the first
which means there are leaders within the India bloc who are quote unquote on sale. So there's a problem with your alliance.
Of course, yeah, and they're all bought, and they're all, yeah, that's right. That's the BJP which has money. That is the only party which has money. That is the only party which has major corporates which are supporting it. Is that news to you? Is that new to you?
But then,
everybody knows.
no, tell me this. Then you are accepting that there is a problem within the India bloc? That people will be on sale for the highest amount of money that is offered? Is that the ethics of the India bloc? Is that what you are saying?
No, that is... No. Yeah, if you believe that the increase of the vote share from 26% to 40% from the last election to the present election is nothing, then I leave you to make your own conclusion. But the viewers are making their own conclusion.
Okay. Okay, I think the viewers have heard everyone. They have heard the spokesperson of the BJP. They have heard the spokesperson of the Congress party. And they have also heard the spokesperson of the party that is being accused of cross-voting for the N.D.A. candidate. They've heard everyone. They can make up their minds. They are smart enough. I'll leave it there for the moment. Thank you, Sanju. Thank you, Krishna ji. Brijesh Kalapa, thank you. And Chandrasekhar Jha, thank you very much for joining us. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, a break. There's more on the other side.